Jess and I had been best friends since college. We met in this dumb elective class we both hated, something like modern philosophy through music or whatever. Everyone else was sleeping through lectures, but we just kept cracking each other up in the back row. We started getting coffee after class, then drinks, then literally hanging out almost every day. She was there for every heartbreak, every birthday, I think I bombed that interview panic spiral. She helped me through my breakup with Matt, the one who ghosted me right after I took him to meet my parents. Oof, don't even get me started. Jess was the kind of friend who showed up with snacks and fuzzy socks when I had the flu. She remembered my dog's birthday. She knew my Starbucks order down to the exact number of pumps. When I got engaged to David, there was zero question who my maid of honor was gonna be. And David? He loved her too. I mean, not like that, or so I thought. He'd always joke that she was like a second sister to him. He even said once, "I'm glad you've got a friend like Jess. She's solid." That's rare. Looking back, that sentence sounds so loaded now. But at the time I felt safe. Like my two favorite people got along and that was a good thing, right? Plot twist, no. No it wasn't. But I didn't realize any of that back then. Back then, I was in full-on wedding planning mode. We had booked the venue, this dreamy little winery just outside of town, and everything was coming together. Jess was a total rock star. She came to every fitting, every meeting with the florist, every bachelorette planning Zoom call. She even offered to handle the seating chart because, you don't need that stress, babe. I was like, you're literally a lifesaver. And she just smiled and said, only the best for my girl. God, that line makes me sick now. Things started getting weird like maybe a month before the wedding. It was little things at first. Jess started making these comments about David. Weird comments. Like one night we were scrolling through Pinterest trying to pick bouquet styles and she just casually dropped, "Do you ever feel like David's a little too polished? Like he's hot but almost too hot for real life." I laughed it off. I was like, girl, stop. You're literally the one who said he looks like the guy from that Netflix lawyer show. And she goes, yeah, but sometimes guys like that, they hide things, you know? Just saying. Be careful. And then she winked. I should have clocked it right there. But no, I just brushed it off as her being her dramatic self. Jess always had a flair for the dramatic. She watched way too much reality TV and loved stirring the pot during game nights, so I figured it was just part of her personality. But the comments didn't stop. 2 weeks before the wedding, she said something that gave me chills. Even then, we were finalizing the bridal party gift bags at my apartment, and I said something like, I still can't believe I get to marry him. Then she goes, you really trust him that much? I blinked. What do you mean? She shrugged like it was nothing. I don't know, I just think sometimes we see what we want to see. That's all. Guys like David, they know how to play the part. And then she changed the subject like she hadn't just said something that gave me a mini panic attack. I remember sitting there after she left and just feeling this weird weight in my chest. Like, was she trying to tell me something? Did she know something? I even asked David later that night if he thought Jess had been acting strange. And you know what he said? Nah, she's just stressed about the wedding too. She probably wishes she had someone like you. Which, now that I think about it, was that deflection? Or just him being clueless? I don't know, but that was the first time I got that gut-deep feeling, you know the one? That whisper in the back of your mind that says, something's off, you just don't know what yet. And I should have listened. Cause what came next was a slow, brutal unraveling of everything I thought I knew about Jess. About David. About my whole life, really. This whole thing started with the texts. And babe, I almost passed out when I read them. Because that's where the BS really hit the fan. The moment everything snapped into place and I realized I wasn't just imagining things. I remember it like it happened 5 minutes ago. I was at home, curled up in a hoodie, drinking my go-to, please let this headache go away tea. It was 1 week before the wedding. My stress levels maxed. My inbox overflowing. My group chats absolute chaos. I get this message from one of my bridesmaids, Ava, who, by the way, is literally the chillest, sweetest person ever. Couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Full stories down below.